Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're doing our weekly tarot card reading, and this is going to cover April 19th through 25th, 2026. And this is for the whole collective. So it's going to cover everybody. So let's see what's going on for the whole collective. And if you are not yet a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so you get future videos I put out. I'm going to be doing a lot more special tarot readings this year. So that way, if you're a subscriber, you will get notification of those. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And please hit that like button so that you'll get, so this will be able to be sent out to more people so other people get to see this reading. It helps the channel to grow. So I appreciate if you hit that like button. And take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because it might all resonate with you or it might not, especially because there's going to be many people watching this with many different situations in different places and energy. So it might all resonate with you, it might not. So, what is the energy for the collective for the week of April 19th through 25th, 2026? What is the energy of the collective? What is the energy for the collective? All right, so let's see what's going on for this upcoming week. And I do want to wish everyone a happy Taurus season. Taurus is coming in on the 19th. Yes, Taurus season starts on the 19th. So if you're a Taurus watching this, happy birthday. So let's see what's going on. We got the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, Ace of Swords. The Tower. I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a second. I already did the element readings for this week, and I always usually do the collective reading after I do the elements. And I want to say many of the element readings got the Tower card. So that's just kind of ironic that they came out in this reading too. So major life changes going on for everybody. Five of Cups, the Sun, and we've got Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you got two aces in here. This is interesting. So coming into the 19th of April, it's like there's something coming in that's blowing up, say blowing up your life, but it's like a shocking change for the better that's coming in. And it's shocking. It's kind of like sudden, unexpected, shocking change for the better. Because you can see this coming in. You've got this, lightning bolts striking the tower. So it's like it's coming in, like I'm hearing out of nowhere. And it could be, okay, I'm hearing for some of you, it could be somebody reaches out to you and messages you, and it's like you weren't expecting it, like maybe somebody from your past that you haven't talked to in a while. And it could be, and I'm hearing also for some of you, it could be like the tower moment might be like an epiphany, like maybe you have a dream or an epiphany or like a sudden revelation or realization and revelation about something in your life. But whatever it is, it's going to be like it's going to shake things up, but it's going to be for the better. It's going to be for your betterment. And I'm hearing it's the universe's way of clearing things out of the way for you. So the tower happens to like get things off of your path that don't need to be there anymore so that you can, go forward and because maybe it's like it's a situation where you've already learned the lesson, or it's a situation that you're no longer in alignment with and it's just holding you back at this point. And so it's like the universe will come in and kind of clear it out of the way. But that's like, coming. So it's might have happened for you all already, as for some of you maybe it's just now coming in, but it might have already happened. And I'm thinking, hold on. All right, I'm hearing for a majority of you it has already happened. So that's in the past position. So then I've got this in the current energy for us. So it's like we've planted things in the past, because see how he's planted the pentacles and he's just standing there now watching it grow. So it's like you've done some work in the past and planted things and planted your pentacles. And now you're watching kind of how everything develops and moves forward is what I'm hearing. How things grow. And it could be like, after you got this tower moment, you put things in action. Like you planted your pentacles, I'm hearing plans in place. Like the tower, I'm hearing it redirected you. So maybe you were going to make a certain decision and go down a certain path, and then the tower happens and it redirects you to where you should be going. And it's like you change your plans or you have to re-strategize and you put new plans in place. And now it's like you're watching those plans unfold. So it's interesting too, is I've got this Ace of Swords here for current energy as well. So it's like there's a new beginning and truth coming in. New beginning and truth. Going back to the person, like if you heard from someone or someone reaches out to you kind of out of the blue that you haven't talked to for a while, and it doesn't have to be like a past romantic partner. It could be like a family member or a friend that you haven't talked in a long time. There's going to be like a new beginning and truth in that situation. It's going to be, and even if it's not, even if it doesn't have to do with the past person reaching out, it's like there's going to be a new, this tower moment is like bringing in new communication, bringing in a new communication coming in, new thoughts and ideas coming in, new truth coming in. It's like a new beginning because it's like, I'm hearing like communication was bottled up for some reason. Like maybe you weren't talking to people, they weren't talking to you. It's like if this is a relationship that's, the tower's happening, it's like there was no, like the communication wasn't there, but the tower brings it in. It's like bringing in this new beginning of communication. But I'm also hearing thoughts and ideas. It's just not, talking, it's thoughts and ideas as well. And then, the atmosphere for us is we've been kind of beat up because look at that poor man on the card. He's leaning on his little wand there, and he's all beat up with bandages, and his clothes are all ripped, and so he's been through a few battles, and that's how we feel like we're we're coming to the end of a cycle because that's a 9 card, and we're definitely feeling like we're feeling it, like we feel like we've put some miles in, so to speak, and we've been through some battles. And we're tired, like we're tired of fighting the battles. We feel like, we feel kind of exhausted about it. And we just want this to end. Like we just want to get out of this cycle because this is what I have for the current energy for us, for the collective for this week. So there's like a lot going on this week, is what I'm feeling. And April's been kind of all the readings I've done so far for this month have been pretty intense. Like I've been feeling a lot of like intense energy, but not heavy in a bad way. It's energy that's like pushing us to move forward, which makes sense because we're, coming out of Aries season. And we had like, Mars went into Aries this month, Mercury went into Aries. We have Uranus going into Gemini on the 25th. So there's like a lot of stuff happening astrologically it's like energy to push us. It's not like this heavy energy. It's more like we got to get going, we got to get working. It's like pushing us forward, which makes sense because we got the tower here, so it's kind of like the tower is happening to push you forward. So that's really interesting. And then what's interesting also is we've got this in the future card, near future. Now, this hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. We've got the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, he's focused on these cups right here in front of him that are spilled. Now, there's some behind him that are still okay and upright, but he's not focused on them. He's focused on these. So it's like there's going to be a sense of, how can I say, even though like the tower's happening, and it's going to be for your betterment, a shocking change and shift for the better, right? There's still going to be a period of like grief and loss and sadness that we're going to go through. So even if you're like getting out of a situation that wasn't really healthy for you, or you were no longer in alignment with, or something like that, you're still going to have some, it's like, there's still going to be some sadness to it. Even if, you're leaving that situation, it's like you're still going to feel a level of sadness, is what I'm hearing. So maybe you're in a relationship with somebody and you're, walking away from it, um, and it's coming to an end. And, maybe it wasn't that bad, but it's like, it wasn't a toxic relationship per se, but maybe it just wasn't like you're just no longer in alignment. Or it could be friendship, that you're letting go, or something that you're no longer in alignment with. The universe is helping you get away, is like knocking it out of your way, right? Because it's holding you back. But there's still a sense of sadness because, it was a part of your life for a while. And so there's still like, you're still going to go through that feeling of grief and sadness about it, about letting it go, about things changing. And it is hard, like if you go through a major life change like that and you leave a cycle behind, and even though a new cycle coming in is going to be so much better, which I can see here it is in the next two cards, but it's like you're still feeling like, you're still going to have a sense of kind of loss about it. Like, and okay, so they're bringing up, so say you've got like a job situation and you're no longer in alignment with that career path, so you decide to do something different and you leave or whatever, you're getting out of that situation. And it's like, even though you're making the right choice for yourself, like maybe you got along really good with your coworkers and you had some really strong friendships there, and you're going to really miss that. You're going to kind of grieve the loss of those relationships because you're not going to see them every day anymore, something like that. So it's like, even though it's like you need to make this change and the tower happened, there's still going to be a sense of loss and sadness. So coming into the advice cards, this is really great. So you've got a new beginning coming in, collective, that's like, it's like a tangible new beginning. And it's going to be abundant new beginning. And you can see the universe is like, the divine's got his little hand there giving it to us. And I really like this card just because it looks so happy. You got this little archway and, pretty flowers, and it's just a very happy card. But it's like this new abundant beginnings coming in for us. And we got the sun card as the other advice card. So you've got this new abundant beginning coming in, and it's going to make us real happy and give us a lot of, it's going to put us in that sun energy. So definitely, like, you might in the near future, you're going to go through, and I'm hearing like, allow yourself to have the sad feelings and grieve. Like, allow yourself to go through those emotions. Don't try to hold them in or bottle them up. Like, allow yourself to feel that. But, what's coming in is the sun, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So things are going to, things are coming in that are going to be much better than where you've been. And that's why the tower, they're saying that's why the tower had to happen, was because it had to knock you out of whatever was holding you back from this new beginning. Because this new beginning's trying to come in, but there was like something in the way that was blocking it from coming in. So the universe like kind of took care of it for you. And it's like it's going to be happy, happy day. It's going to be, it's sun shining nice and bright. It's going to be very positive. Now, what's interesting is, remember in the current energy, I said that you planted your pentacles, you're watching them grow in the current energy. But it's also like, that's why this new beginning is going to be abundant coming in, because you've already done some of the work. So I don't know what you've done, if you've done something with investments or you've made plans, but it's like it's going to come to fruition. And like what you've done here, they're saying in the past, whatever plans you've done or whatever you planted, so to speak, it's going to bring in this new beginning. So you've already started the process of that new beginning coming in currently, and it's going to help usher in that new beginning. So you've already, like, whatever you've done, whatever you've been working on, it's going to bring it in. And then you've got, so you've got these two aces here, the ace of And there's a lot of thoughts and ideas coming in, new beginnings and communication coming in. So it's going to be you got some strong energy coming in, and this is definitely going to go by the wayside. Like currently you feel this way, this Nine of Swords, feeling kind of beat up, but that's definitely going to change as time goes on. So good reading. I mean, you might be feeling like this now, in the current energy. And, it's like because I'm hearing for some of you, the dust hasn't completely settled from the tower, or maybe the tower's just coming in now for some of you. If it's already hit, if that big change already happened, it's like the dust hasn't completely settled yet. I mean, it's getting, it's settling, but it hasn't completely settled yet. And so you might be feeling that, like this way for, in the current energy because of that, but it is going to shift and change as time goes on. But make sure you allow yourself time to grieve and, be sad. Don't try to hold those emotions in. Make sure you allow yourself to feel those emotions. So that's what I have for us as a collective for this week. So just interesting. It's another big life change going on, just like with the element reading. So very interesting. So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.